Hey, what's up everybody? It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video or reviewed anything, so I wanted to review today a system. It's a CoolSculpting at-home system that costs $399. Typically, if you want to go and get CoolSculpting done in a doctor's office, it's going to cost upwards of thousands of dollars. CoolSculpting, what it is for people that are not exactly sure how it works and what it does, you go into your doctor's office and he hooks you up to a machine which will suck on your belly fat, your arm fat, thigh fat, or whatever you want to do. It basically works for anything. And it will freeze your fat cells at a certain temperature. And once your fat cells are frozen, it will literally eliminate them. It will kill them forever. So when you yo-yo diet, your fat cells will shrink and they will expand, but they're always there. But with CoolSculpting, it will freeze them and then literally it kills them, and they pass through your system over the next 3 months is what they say. So it's pretty effective, but it does take quite some time. And they say you can do 15 to 20% reduction of fat. So if you're extremely obese, it's not the best thing. If you're like me, where you just have a spare tire going around your belly, it's a pretty good idea. So I exercise almost daily. I do a lot of running. I have an ab roller, and I'm going to show you. It's kind of embarrassing, but I have this. I can pull my shirt up. This fat belly right here. It just, there's nothing I've been able to really do to get rid of it. I mean, I'm a pretty skinny person. People think I'm skinny, but when I take my shirt off, I've got this belly, and you can see I've got love handles here, and it goes around. I went into a doctor for a consultation, and he said it would take me 6 procedures, where I would go in, they would do 1 procedure here, 1 here, and 1 here. And then 3 months later, I'd go back in and I would do it again. And that was going to cost me roughly just over $3,000, which is not a bad price. But before I went that route, I found this company, and they boast some claims that it's just as effective as CoolSculpting. However, it's a slower process, because with the CoolSculpting, you go in, you have those 6 treatments, and they're an hour each treatment, where with their system, you use it for about up to 10 weeks, they say, and you're supposed to use it about an hour a day, 3 times a week. Or you can use it more often or more less. Obviously, the more you use it, the more effective it will be. And they do say that the more you use it, there are no harmful side effects. So with me, if I just do things halfway, or if I do it 3 times a week, I'm going to forget when I go through several days without doing it. So I'm going to do it at least 5 times a week. I'm going to try to do it every day for the week, for the 10-week period, and see what kind of results I will get. Let me open this up so I can show you guys what's inside here. Now, obviously, I've opened it already, so this is not an opening of the box, but they come with these dual targeting cold packs, and at first I was a little curious. So they're frozen right now, but I was looking into them and did some research. It has 2 parts. So you've got this, there's a gel layer, and then between the gel layer there's these cells, and they have a chemical in there, and between all of this stuff, it's supposed to stay at a specific temperature for a longer time, and it's the temperature that they use to engage the fat freezing process. It's supposed to be cold enough that it'll do that, but not so cold that you will get frostbite. And then they have 3 compression units. These 2 are smaller. They're used for your arms or your legs, or if you want to get creative, whatever. This one right here is bigger, and it's used to go around your belly. Now, these cold packs go inside, and let me try to open it up. There's several different pouches. So you've got 3 pouches, you can put them in there. And then there's a a specific barrier that will keep you from getting frostbite, and the material they use is supposed to keep the cold in, so it's not going to get cold out here. It all stays in, so it's able to focus more intensely on whatever you are trying to cool sculpt. So anyway, let me do this the best that I can. I'm going to put my phone in my closet, and then I'm going to measure my belly. And then I'm going to do these videos maybe once a week or every 2 weeks during the period. Okay, here we go. So I'm about 40 inches right there. Okay, so 40 inches. I want to remove this, and remove this. They say that while you use their system, you can do it while you're watching TV, reading a book, basically being lazy, and I like being lazy. Also, they boast that it has a 10-week money-back guarantee. So at the end of my trial, if I do not lose any weight, I promise you guys it will be going back. I also do like to exercise, but to try to really test the product, I'm only going to exercise 3 minutes a day. So whether that's go jogging for 3 minutes or using my ab roller, I'm not going to exercise a ton. I'm going to eat the same way I always eat, which is a lot of junk food. That's why I've got this, not gonna lie, and see if it's going to work. So that's that. I'm not sure if I have anything else I want to add. I will check back in with you guys in about a week to 2 weeks time. I'm assuming that if I do it in a week, there's not going to be any change, because it freezes the fat cells and then they die and they pass through your body naturally. And I don't think you're going to lose a ton of weight in 1 week. If I don't lose anything, I'm not going to report. If I lose something, I'll report, and I'll just keep you guys updated when things change. All right, see you later.